Hello, so in this video, I'm going to go over how to create this vase. So the first thing that you want to do is go to Onshape, go to Create, Document, and then you can just label this as vase. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just create a new part studio over here. And this is what all of your guys' page should look like right now. So this is what you should be seeing. So now that you're here, what I want you to do is go to Sketch and then create a sketch on the front plane. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a line that's going upwards starting from the origin, and I'm just going to make mine 12 inches. So this is going to be the height of the vase. You guys can change it to anything else you want it to be. It could be like a 7-inch vase, a 4-inch vase. That's up to you. I'm going to draw another line, this one going horizontal. This one also starts at the origin, and I'm going to dimension this to be 5 inches. This line over here, this horizontal line that we just made, this is going to be the radius of the vase. What we're going to be doing right now is we're drawing half of the vase, and then later on we're going to revolve it so that makes a full vase. That might not make sense at the moment, but in a couple of minutes it will. So now we're going to use this tool called Spline. Basically, the way it works is that you get to create points, and then based on those points you make a path. So once you've finished making these the path, you can actually even change it a bit. So you see these dots, you can move them around, which makes it pretty convenient for what we're about to do. So head over to Spline and then have the first point be this one right over here. You can select that, and then you can make sort of like an S-shaped line. The goal is to end right about over here, so right near like the 12-inch mark. So over here, these yellow dots are basically telling me that I'm in line with the 12 inches. But it's okay if I accidentally go a bit over, because there's actually this constraint that we can use. By the way that you get out of Spline is by clicking Escape. Anyway, so since my S-shaped line goes over 12 inches, what I'm going to do is use this tool right over here called horizontal, and the keyboard shortcut for this is H. So I'm going to select this point over here, and I'm going to select this point over here, and look at how it moves. So now it's completely in line. As you can see, my cursor is a plus shape right now, and this is gray, which means that this tool is still selected, so I can click Escape, and now my cursor is back to normal, so now I can use other tools. Anyway, I don't really like how my vase is looking right now, so I think I'm going to change it a bit. Remember, you can do this by altering the placement of the points, and so yeah, I think this looks quite good, or it looks good enough. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a line. So right over here, keyboard shortcut is L, and I'm going to draw a line from this point over here to this point over here. So now if you look at it, it looks like half of a vase. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this tool over here, Revolve. So you can click it right from the sketch, or if you guys have already clicked the check mark, the tool is right over here. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to select the face or the sketch region to revolve. So it's going to be this part over here, so this gray area. Now I need to select the revolve axis. So originally this was what I was clicking, and you see how this is selected, so now I'm going to change it to this, and I'm going to click this line right over here. So this is the line of symmetry essentially. And look, so now we've got this solid vase-like shape. However, there's a problem. You can't really put flowers in here if it's completely solid, right? So what we need to do is we need to make this vase hollow. So we're going to do that by using this tool right over here called shell. So click shell. Remember, you know what the tools are by just like hovering above them, and that lets you know what it is. Anyway, so I'm going to select shell, and I'm going to click this right over here. And now there's a hole. Let's say I want to make this part over here just a bit bigger. Let me increase the thickness. I can do that by just doing 0.15. So now it's a bit bigger. And I think this looks good, so I'm going to click the check mark. And so now our vase has a hole. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to fillet the edges a bit so that it's not as sharp as what you're seeing right now. So you can do Shift F for fillet, or you can just use this tool right over here. It's the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to select this edge over here, this particularly sharp one, and I'm just going to decrease this by a bit because I don't want to fillet it that much. Since I think this is fine, I'm just going to click the check mark, and now I have my vase. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to add color to it. So I'm on my trackpad right now, so if you guys are using your mouse, it might be a bit different. But for those of you who are on trackpad, what you can do is you can double tap, or not double tap, but tap this with both of your fingers, your index and your middle finger, at the same time, and then it'll take you to this right over here. Select Edit Appearance, and so now you can make it any color that you want it to be. If you want more color options, then you can go to Mixer right here, and then you can change how you want it to look. So you can make it more like transparent, or you can just make it completely solid. Anyway, I think I'm going to make my pot be made out of clay. I think this color is suitable for that. And then you can just click the check mark once you're done. And there we have it. Here is our pot. If you want to look at it without these planes and the origin, you can just hide these. And there we have it. Thank you.